What's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Say something. I'm back before we get to it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always watch for video. Jayy Wick, my boy, what? Or it be dumb, nigga be in the position to majorly win, change their lifestyle, change their family life, and throw it away.
Georgia rapper Jayy Wick has been arrested and charged with attempted murder, and everyone thought this must be a self-defense situation. Someone probably ran up on him and tried him thinking shit was sweet. Well, new details are stating that apparently Jayy Wick allegedly shot his own homie. May 6th, 2026, Bay County sheriffs would take to Instagram, of all places, to announce the arrest of 26-year-old Donald Anderson, aka Jayy Wick.
Yo, Panama City, Florida, April 25th, I will be at Vibes. I'm bringing the whole gang with me. I got Well Global, GD Glock, Speedball, so I'm bringing the whole crew with me. We're going to put on a show, 229 weekend. All my folk going to be there. Grab your folks, y'all folk, pop out, let's do it.
It's a video I seen on Instagram, and it's a video I posted on Instagram, too. I think like if he truly did that, how you pop somebody and then go try to perform? Like nigga, like nothing happened. Like did you was it a graze?
Your truck out here?
Now, the post itself would read, Atlanta artist arrested for Bay County beach shooting. If you think you can come to Bay County, commit violent crimes, and walk away, you're wrong. Well, technically they're wrong because he didn't just clap some shit. He performed that same night and then went all the way back to Atlanta.
An Atlanta rapper who was visiting Panama City Beach for a performance was arrested on a charge of attempted first-degree murder.
Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford says 26-year-old Donald Anderson, also known as Jayy Wick, shot an 18-year-old the night of April 25th.
Jayy Wick performed at Vibes Night.
Hey, how you doing?
Club, according to Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford. But Ford says before he got on stage, he was right here at Beach Access 83, where at around 11 p.m. he shot an 18-year-old male multiple times and then fled the scene.
Quick pause, because this might actually help all the facts. But if you the North that $5 picking it out on top and charged with attempted first-degree murder after shooting an 18-year-old multiple times at Beach Access 83 on April 25th. After opening fire, Anderson fled the scene and continued his night as if
I feel like he did it because like I'm going based on the verse that he said, but that nigga said he didn't care about this rap shit. He ain't gonna block and sell him some bud. He do not care. And it's like, again, you're in a position to majorly win. If you don't care about the win that you're finally getting, you're gonna do something to throw yourself off that win, to give yourself an L, because you didn't care about it in the first place. A lot of people who end up making it did not even try to make it, bro. They just got supported and they made it. That should be sad, boy. I swear to God. That should be sad. I'm a nigga trying and can't make it. But a nigga who didn't even care about it made it. And just
nothing happened. That is a true professional. I respect the hustle. Clap somebody at 11, go to work by midnight. That is a man of his word. He was booked and he showed up. But our investigators didn't stop. They tracked him across state lines to the Atlanta area, where working alongside federal and local partners, he was taken into custody. A firearm was recovered at the time of his arrest. Let this be clear, it does not matter who you are, where you're from, or why you're here. If you come to Bay County and commit violent crimes, we will find you. You will be arrested, and you will be held accountable. Now, they didn't really give any details in that Instagram.
I should go for any place, bro. Any place. It shouldn't, like, the jurisdiction thing, when it comes to, like, arresting somebody, shouldn't even exist. Like, nigga, arrest that nigga.
Post, they just try to make Jayy Wick sound like John Wick. So let's break down the details you may not know from the information that's publicly available. Jayy Wick was scheduled to perform at Club Vibes in Panama City Beach for his birthday weekend, so the Georgia artist traveled his way down to Florida's Panhandle. Now, for those not familiar,
I don't follow this thing on Instagram, but it's like, nigga, all you do is post pictures, bro. Nigga ain't left from what was his name? Sleazy World. Damn. What happened? But nigga ain't left from Sleazy World posting all them pistols. Sleazy World, it was another rapper. Who was that nigga? I forgot his name. It was a drill rapper. I forgot his name. They posting a bunch of pistols. Now look, don't even see the nigga no more. Nigga in jail somewhere, probably. God damn.
With Florida, when you think of Florida, you think of like the gold teeth, the wicks. That style is more so coming from areas like Miami, Broward, Palm Beach, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Myers. That's the Florida people think of, right? So Florida's kind of like split in half. The other half is like the country. You know what I mean? Like even the white guys in Florida, they'll kind of sound hood, you know, more urban, cultured. But once you go past Central Florida, they start talking like this, boy. They start, where are you from, boy? You ain't from around. Like it gets a lot of people joke around saying North Florida is basically South Georgia. Now you do have Jacksonville, which has its own drill scene that everybody knows about. And then you have Tallahassee, where obviously T-Pain came out of, Boston Richie came out of. But other than that, there really ain't shit up there. Specific area of Panama City that's called the Panhandle. You know what I mean? And the Panhandle is notoriously known for some of the most violent prisons in the state of Florida. And that just isn't a reflection of the inmates, but the staff as well. A lot of those small country ass towns, the prison is the main income. So when you get to that prison,
that's crazy, boy. This my job, boy. I'm finna treat you like you ain't shit, boy, because I need this money, you know.
Warden's wife is the head nurse, and then her son is the captain. His brother is the sergeant, and then
I would not want to be in a place like that, boy. I thought about it when I was like younger, like wanting to play football. Like it'll probably be tight playing for like a city or whatever that has one football team. But then again, when you do watch documentaries about something like that, like if you don't make it, bro. If you don't make it to the league, it's like the whole town is disappointed in you. You feel super disappointed because now it's like you're stuck in this city. Boy, I'm good.
Sergeant's best friend from high school is the officer. So if you fuck with one of them, you fuck with all of them. The reason I'm telling you this is because Bay County sheriffs police their county the same way as the prisons. Panama City Beach has been a spring break spot for decades, and while they like their money, they do not tolerate tourists or bullshit. April 25th at 11 p.m., sheriffs responded to reports of gunshots at a house party. Arriving on scene, they find an 18-year-old victim who'd been shot multiple times, laying by himself on a sidewalk. The group he'd been with was down the street at a rental property, and with the police presence, many potential witnesses began fleeing the scene, and some were even hiding in closets within the rental, attempting to avoid officers. The Bay County Sheriff's captain stated the victim and Jayy Wick knew each other, were staying at the same place, and they'd even traveled together from Georgia.
Oh, he must be part of the crew then.
So this is interesting. They came...
I didn't read this part. But security... 18? I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but nigga, you wouldn't be my security guard at 18 years old.
Together from Georgia. This got to be one of his homies, somebody he's really familiar with. And he ended up clapping the shit out of him, shot him multiple times, allegedly. But it's like, for what? What would have led up to something like that? Because when we all heard the story, that didn't come to mind. We're thinking somebody must have ran up on him and tried playing with him. You know what I'm saying? If he's got jewelry, maybe they tried him for that. But nah, this was his own homie. Even the Bay County Sheriff would react to the news.
It's disturbing that you could shoot somebody and to the point that they were almost dead. They were in critical condition and still not in very good condition, and then go on to perform like that.
Now after...
Yep, that's going to the jury, to court, that's going to show that you have no remorse.
After Jayy Wick performed at the club, He's said to have went back to Georgia, and a team of 3 investigators were sent after him, interviewing witnesses and collecting surveillance in Georgia. U.S. Marshals, Atlanta PD, and Clayton County PD would work with Bay County in locating Jayy Wick, finding him at a mall, and placing him under arrest. And they would note at the time of his arrest, he was armed with a gun. Investigators would also speak with the victim in the hospital, who was a...
Man, when you in the state that's open carry, so that's disrespectful. I expect every nigga in Texas, every nigga in Atlanta to have a pistol on them. Like, I wouldn't put it past you. Like, I would expect motherfucker to have 3, 4, 5 on them. Shit.
Apparently fully cooperating against Jayy Wick. Not only would he identify Wick as the one who shot him, he'd say he came with him as part of his security team to provide protection. Now, when he got shot, he said Wick walked down to the beach with a female, so he followed behind to protect him. And when Wick was walking back, he asked him, "You straight?" To which Wick replied, "Yeah," before opening fire without any argument or physical altercation.
What the fuck?
The victim also told police he had a gun with him, but he didn't have it on him when he was shot, and officers would find a Glock on the scene as well as spent shell casings. Come to find out, this was Jayy Wick's rental, and one of his security would drag the victim to the sidewalk prior to police arriving. To be completely honest, this story doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is confusing.
For him to just walk up randomly and start shooting you, something isn't adding up, right? Not only that, what's gonna hurt Jayy Wick in this case, he fled the scene, so he didn't stay on the scene, which is what you're supposed to do legally if it's a stand your ground situation. But what's gonna hurt him the most is he hasn't given his side of the story. The only side of the story that's been heard is the victims and the witnesses. And the victim is flat out saying, "I didn't argue with him. I didn't, there was nothing leading up to this. There was no physical altercation. He just pulled out and shot me and tried to kill me." If Jayy Wick...
Like, what would happen? Like, did the nigga not notice you was in security? But you came with the nigga? Like, something meant to be off.
Is thinking from the perspective of, oh, I gotta save my career. I can't say nothing because all these other rappers done got exposed and I can't have that. It's, I'm not solidified yet in the game. I can't do it.
That's how Tory watched himself by not testifying, bro. This ain't no hood shit. This ain't got nothing to do with the hood.
Young Thug, where he already got all these hit songs and everybody just bypasses the interrogation. Jayy Wick can't have that type of shit come out right now. It's gonna fuck his whole career up. So if he's thinking he's just gonna play the silent game, that's gonna hurt him. He is gonna have to have an excuse.
Tory did the same thing, and that shit messed him up. Like, nigga, you the only one that can really defend you and what you did.
As to why he stood his ground in the state of Florida. Now, according to reports, Jayy Wick is facing up to life in prison for attempted murder with a minimum mandatory 25 years. The complete opposite of what you want to hear when you're a rising rapper who's just starting to go viral.
He said minimum max? That's crazy.
Currently held in the Clayton County Jail, Jay will be getting sent to Florida within the next 10 days to face a judge. With the surprising news he allegedly shot one of his own people, his off-the-porch interview is looking even more suspect, as those around him don't seem to be too happy, and the comments would be telling him to get far away from them. And shit, we don't even know if who got shot is sitting on...
Because they like for Jayy Wick's position, god damn, this girl keep coming back. But for Jayy Wick's position, bro, nigga, you like everybody around you is not gonna be happy that you're winning, right? That's what, especially you come from like the trenches. They probably expecting you as soon as you get some money to break off everybody. Like, no, bro, it don't work like that. Nigga, I gotta build this shit up first to a X amount, whatever fee that I think I want or need or whatever, and then I can start coming back and I can't give you niggas something on the first checks, bro. Some niggas end up doing that, but some niggas end up, nigga, they can really be over with. I think Fed Web did the same thing. I think he said he gave his first $1 million to a friend. They ain't even cool no more. That nigga went to jail because he started serving. Like, come on, hell no. Like, bro, you gotta, bro. That's the only thing about when you win and then you try to have people like, you know, experience some of the winning with you. They want to experience it with you. They also want what's in your pocket too. So you can't take everybody with you. Everybody's not meant to win with you.
On that porch with him. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is just the reality of these things. When you see rappers have these huge entourages, they're probably really close friends with like 2 or 3 of them. Everyone else is just there for the image. Like, yeah, bring more people.
Yeah, it's like, let's say 10 people, right? 3 of these niggas are your friends. The rest are just the homies. Homie and a friend are 2 different things.
Because this is how things work in public. It can be you and your 2 toughest homies. And all 3 of y'all tough as hell. And you might even have guns too, right? But if there's like 10 goofy motherfuckers, they'll still try you because there's 10 of them. And in their mind, 10 outweighs 3. Even though the 3 of y'all could possibly beat the brakes off them, if all 10 of them got guns, even though they soft, it still kind of favors their way and they'll still try you. So a lot of these rappers will bring 30 people with them just because there's power in numbers. People are gonna look and...
That's why a lot of these rappers be ending up paying for gang ties. Like, they be good again. Them saying, I'm from here, let you know that, hey, that hood is well known. They got a lot of people, so therefore if I fuck with him, he's gonna call them and they're gonna come too. That's what that shit does. Like, again, it's like having an entourage. You know, hey, if I work with this nigga, if I do something to him, the rest of them gonna come, they gonna follow suit. And that's what niggas like, nah, I'm cool.
Like, yeah, we're not trying 30 people, bro. Like, we're not even gonna get to who we want to get at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I say he popped his own homie, just take that with a grain of salt because we don't know how close he was to this kid. This kid's 18. He probably just brought him because he's a young gun. Like, yeah, you want to stand around here with a gun and just come to all my shit and that's it? You're going to sleep on the couch or something in my B&B? Fuck it. You know what I mean? So we don't know what the relationship was.
It still was still crazy that if he popped a nigga off of nothing. Nigga said, nigga, they left, I walked up. You good, bro? Pop, 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 pop. Like, what, nigga?
This kid could have tried to pull some slimy shit, tried to snake him. And then when he gets shot, he fucking just folds and completely rats. And he's like, oh no, this is what happened. I didn't do anything. I'm the victim in this situation. We don't know because the information.
It could have been that. It could have been that. The nigga tried to punch, hey, because he your security guard does not mean that he would set you up, bro. But this is why, Jayy Wick, 1, you shouldn't have left. 2, you gotta say something, bro. You gotta say something. I based on what I've seen, I've already reacted to like 1 or 2 songs, so I haven't watched that off the porch interview. I don't know if you're claiming yourself as a gang banger or not, but if not, then you gotta say something. You had no choice. If not, you finna go to jail. Your whole career is over. Like,
has not yet been released, and like I said, the biggest aspect of this is going to be his defense. How he tries to defend himself in this situation. I believe he was about to fucking perform at Rolling Loud too, which is supposed to be in Orlando, and that just got fucked because YoungBoy just decided that he's not even going to perform. But this is not what you want as a rising rapper. You do not want to catch an attempted murder charge. He's not a felon, so I don't think he has to worry about the gun or anything like that. There's just a lot missing from this situation. It's very difficult to piece together a conclusion when we don't know exactly what went on. And I don't know why the police are trying to paint this like, oh look, we're this big bad county, you come over here and do something, we're frying you. Y'all don't really know what the fuck happened either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just immediately.
They always do that, bro. Like even for them when like police officers putting out certain videos, like I don't understand that. What are you gaining from that? What are you like? especially again, this is 2026. Police officers know that if you get exposed or called out, whatever, for snitching, they know it's a chance of somebody doing something to you, and they will still release the video. Like it'd be police, either police station type of video, or like the interrogation, or the body cam courtroom. They know that people frown upon people snitch. They know that people will come in your life for it, and they will still put out these videos like nothing happened. Like that, that should be crazy, bro. Like, why would you do this?
Immediately be like, yeah, we're gonna make an example out of this motherfucker, and sadly, that's what they're doing. They plastered him all over social media. They posted the pictures of him in the back of the vehicle, whatever. They want to make an example out of him, and that's gonna fuck him up badly, because when you have a judicial system that's set on making examples so people, as in tourists, don't visit that specific place and think that they can fuck off, that puts you in a worse situation. And they even came out and said, yeah, we've been having a lot of problems with the same club he performed at. It's an urban club. Why do you think? When they talk like this here, you know what I'm saying? They don't want urban clubs and rappers coming down. Nah, so the second something pops off, they're gonna take you, they're gonna make a public example out of that ass. And it ain't gonna end well. Florida does have 10-20 life. I don't know why exactly he would have a 25 minimum mandatory sentence and up to life. And just to break that down, what that is saying is,
no more.
If he gets sentenced to the minimum, the bare minimum, it would be 25 years to the door.
That's crazy, boy. Again, that's why I don't want to travel, bro. I want to travel, but I'm scared to go to certain places because, hey, again, I cuss. I might be loud sometimes. I smoke. I don't got time for you trying to lock me up for some bud, bro. Trying to give me 15 to life. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Like, again, sometimes I'll be glad that people don't pay attention to me too much, boy, because the government probably be on my ass. But we need something that's over the governments, bro. Like a human type government that's over everything. To where when a shit like that happens, they come in like, nah, release that man. And again, a lot of these states and countries, they need to upgrade their laws, bro. Like a lot of these states and countries and whatever, they be still stuck on laws from the fucking 60s, the 40s, the 1800s, and shit like that. Like, bro, if you don't knock it off.
No early release, no gain time, no. The whole 25. If he gets 30,
especially 25 minimum is crazy.
He has to complete 25 before he can start getting early release time off of the additional 5, leaving 30. You understand what I'm saying?
That makes no sense.
Florida is strict.
That makes no sense. They shouldn't even be able to have a law like that. That, like, again, that's why we need a better government, bro, because that sounds dumb. How my minimum 25? What? And then you say if I get 30, I'm gonna have to do 25 before I can even think about getting. No, that makes no sense at all.
Like the laws down here, it's not as sweet as people think. Like, don't look at Kodak Black beating all his cases and think that that's you, because you don't have the money to afford the lawyer that he got. The normal motherfuckers down here get bammed and put away forever. Like, you got first time offenders that get fried with a 20-piece. So it's like this.
See, in LA, like, depending on what you did, you might your first thing. Probation. My first crime. I got probation. I was in a stolen car. Probation.
This could be a career-ending situation. Hopefully it's not. If he gets bond, he'll be able to move around and still stack up his money, you know what I mean? And hopefully that's what happens, and they move his whatever to fucking Georgia, because Georgia's right there, so they could literally like transfer the home probation or the home bond, whatever, because you know they're gonna monitor him. They could transfer that to whatever county he's actually from, so he doesn't have to like live in Panama City until the case.
But he just fucked himself because then you live in a place where it's open carry. You just basically probably violated your rights to have a firearm. Now you can't even protect yourself now you for sure gonna have to get security, and them niggas might not even want to work with you if you really pop this nigga who's supposed to be your security, especially if you pop them for no reason. This is bad.